You just got yourself into the deep rivers of Amazon for a little adventure, but it's filled with creatures that's not even from this planet. Let's take a look at a few which you should strictly avoid. Number 1. Red-tailed catfish. It's widely sold as aquarium fish throughout the world, but don't mistake it for a pet, because these aquarium set pieces can be just as ferocious as an apex predator in the wilderness. In the wild, they usually reach the length of well over 4 feet, while some exceptions make it around 2 meters. With the adults weighing dozens of kilos, the species can be found in just about any large river of the Amazon. Even if a redtail doesn't try to eat a person, its bite can crush flesh and sever fingers or toes if you're careless near shallow water. Their mouths are built to swallow big preys, and after the Sobral Santos ferry sank in 1981, divers and later investigators noted bodies with large chunks missing, and villagers reported unusually strong fish activity at the wreck site. Investigators and documentary researchers later suggested huge catfish, including redtail, were scavenging and may have pulled struggling victims under. Number 2. Piraiba Catfish. Also known as the Goliath of the Amazon, it is one of the largest catfish species on the planet. These river giants can easily grow up to the length of 9 feet and usually weigh around 400 to 450 pounds. To give you an idea, that's heavier than an average grizzly bear. These creatures have massive muscular bodies covered in smooth gray-blue skin, with massive whiskers stretching out of their faces. They use these whiskers as sensors to detect prey in vague water. Despite such intimidating attributes, Piraibas aren't known to attack people, although there have been old Amazonian legends claiming that massive Piraibas have dragged locals underwater, mistaking them for prey. But these stories aren't proven to be true. While those stories aren't proven, standing next to a freshwater fish that weighs more than a grizzly bear should be enough to send shivers down your spine. Number 3. Peacock Bass. These are large freshwater cichlids, but don't let that fool you. These things can hit harder than almost any freshwater fish alive. Its body is built like a torpedo with a living explosion of colors going down it. The adults usually grow between 2 to 3 feet long and weigh around 15 to 20 pounds, with the largest ever recorded tipping the scales at nearly 30.8 pounds. This is what an average one of these look, compared to a human. The peacock bass is an apex ambush predator that lives off smaller fish. Professional sport fishermen call it one of the hardest fighting freshwater fish on Earth. Once hooked, it goes totally wild and does everything in its power to set free. Although there are no verified records of peacock bass directly attacking humans, fishermen have reported getting dragged down from their canoes and suffering from deep wounds from its bites. This thing doesn't have to harm humans to prove it's a monster. It has earned the title with its explosive power, violent strikes, and who knows what. Number 4. Vampire-toothed tetra, better known as the vampire fish, is something you should not mess with. Found in the turbulent rivers of the Amazon basin, these fanged predators are one of the most menacing-looking fish you'll ever see. These things are a species of the dog-toothed tetra. Most of these grow between 2 and 3 feet long, but the largest specimens, particularly in Brazil and Venezuela, have been recorded at over 4 feet and weighing nearly 40 pounds. Its mouth is armed with 2 enormous fangs that can reach up to 6 inches long. The fangs are so big, in fact, that they have 2 special pockets just to sheath those when the mouth is closed. While attacks on humans by these fish are rare, a wolffish strike can leave deep, bloody wounds, which can lead to raging infections if left untreated for an extended time. Number 5. River Stingray. The South American river stingray, belonging to the Potamotragon family, lies beneath the silty waters of the basin. Unlike its ocean cousins, this stingray spends its entire life in freshwater. Most of these come around 1.5 to 2 feet across, but a few larger species grow over 4 feet wide and weigh up to 80 pounds. These things look harmless from the outside, but behind that hides a silent assassin. The river stingray's tail is armed with 1 or more serrated venomous spines that can deliver an agonizing sting. If you step on one of these, it will launch venom throughout your whole body, and if you don't treat the venomous wound early, it can lead up to severe, painful infections. There have been many incidents where people lost their limbs or suffered from agonizing infections due to these venomous predators. Fishermen on the basin always look out for these silent killers because one single misstep can lead to severe consequences. Number 6. Red-Bellied Piranha. Unlike the previous river monsters who are notorious for their size and appearance, red-bellied piranhas are mostly known for their carnivorous nature and aggressiveness towards humans and other animals. These ferocious predators can be found in just about any massive river or swamp in the Amazon. They usually weigh around 8.5 pounds and reach 35 centimeters in length, while a few exceptional ones make it to the 50 centimeters margin. These stats look tiny on screen, but don't let it fool you, because the species is especially known as one of the most ferocious freshwater fishes. There have been countless cases of piranha attacks on humans throughout history. As of this year, a 9-year-old girl from Brazil severed 2 toes when she dipped her feet in piranha-infested water. Myths and urban stories about piranhas eating complete humans are also quite well known, although they aren't backed by real evidence. In an episode of the show, River Monsters, the host Jeremy Wade threw a full-bodied chicken at a school of red-bellied piranhas, then he took it back up after a minute. To make a long story short, the head and the abdomen of the chicken was completely gone. Even though these flesh eaters won't possibly kill you, it's advised to not even go near them. Number 7. Electric eel. In the darkness of the Amazon basin lives one of nature's most unique and feared predators. Despite its name, this creature isn't a true eel, but more like a knife fish. Its body is an actual power plant. Nearly 80% of its length is made of electrical organs, which can release shocks up to 600 volts, strong enough to stun, paralyze, or even kill other animals. To put that into perspective, that's about 5 times the voltage of a standard wall socket. Adult electric eels can grow up to 8 feet long and weigh over 45 pounds. The relationship of these animals with humans has always been sketchy. Fishermen wading through shallow waters have been knocked unconscious and drowned after receiving a strong shock from them. There are documented cases of fatal incidents where multiple discharges caused heart failure or respiratory arrest. They are also capable of leaping out of the water to deliver stronger shocks to threats above the surface, an instinctive defense mechanism that was first recorded by biologist Kenneth Catania. These ferocious predators have turned walking on the shallow waters of the basin into a game of life and death. Number 8. Arapaima. Also known as pirarucu, these fish stand at the length of around 7 feet on average. A regular one weighs somewhere between 420 to 440 pounds. These torpedo-shaped giants are covered with one of the strongest scales in the animal kingdom, making it very difficult to hunt them down. Their numbers have significantly declined in the native areas due to overfishing, but don't get too carried away by these stats, as you can still find a hefty amount of these fish in the Amazon. What makes arapaimas so dangerous is their strength. A full-grown arapaima is way stronger than an average human. Even though these fishes aren't aggressive by nature, they can still cause mayhem if they feel threatened. These things don't have the mouth to eat a human, but that doesn't stop them from being able to kill a person. When cornered, an arapaima can jump out of the water and hit someone with a massive blow from its muscular body, which could result in a concussion, unconsciousness, or even instant death from trauma. Those hits are so ferocious that taking one to your head will cause an instant fatality. There have been several reports where arapaimas were linked to the mysterious drowning of fishermen, although it's not backed by real evidence. But you should never even dare to take your chances with this giant in the basin. Number 9. Black Caiman. Melanosuchus niger, better known as the black caiman, can be found in just about any rivers and swamps in the Amazon. These freshwater carnivorous creatures can reach a length of up to 4 meters, while some occasionally make it up to 5, which makes it the size of a small car. A regular one weighs around 880 pounds, making it almost just as heavy as a fully grown anaconda. Black caimans are covered with thick scales that are made of keratin, and underneath it they have bony deposits embedded into their skin. These giant monsters sit at the top of the food chain in the Amazon. They usually live off smaller animals like monkeys, deer, snakes, and even smaller caimans, and they surely don't mind putting humans on this list. What makes black caimans so deadly, though, is their bite force of over 4,000 newtons, which can turn even the strongest bones in a human's body into smithereens. There have been several incidents of fishermen getting heinously attacked by black caimans near the Amazon, and between 2008 to 2013, there were 43 confirmed black caiman attacks near the Amazon, from which 1/5 resulted in an unfortunate death. The numbers have only climbed upwards since then. Anyway, you have probably seen countless YouTube channels rise to fame within a matter of a few months by making such 2D Stickman explainer videos. If you also want to build a YouTube empire like those people in possibly a few days, then make sure to check out this 52-page ebook, where I have slammed all the knowledge I have gained from working on my own videos and with the biggest creators in the niche. The best part is that I am giving it out for free, so you'd better check it out. Link is in the description. That's it for this video. Make sure to subscribe and stick around for more videos like this.